Okay, welcome back. Last time we took on Cheren at the Opaloosid City Gym and earned our final gym badge. I'm also picking up Nuzlocke because I'm going to need to fly today. And today we're going to be doing a couple of little things. But before I go and do anything else, I want to quickly do a little update. Because now, at long last, my Pokemon have names. So we now have Penta the Empoleon, named after a penguin from the Crash Bandicoot games. We have Garova the Meganium. I just thought it sounded cool. And we also have Pandora the Gardevoir. Are they the most unique names in the world? No, not in the slightest. But hey, they're names. So hey, my Pokemon finally have names. All it took was literally all 8 gym badges. Hi trainer, do you have a minute? I just heard this on the cross transceiver. There's a big storm on Route 7, and the storm seems to be different from a natural phenomenon. It's so strange. Well, let's go on over there and investigate before we go and do, well, what we need to be doing today. So today's episode might end up being a little bit on the shorter side, but I don't know, because I still have a few encounters in areas I haven't gone to yet, and a couple of token encounters. So I might do those today, or I might do those when I get to the end of Victory. I haven't quite decided yet. Either way, let's quickly move on through here. You can tell that something's happening here, because, well, the weather is now significantly worse. There's the storm. I can barely see with that. Okay, thanks, game. Okay, I can now see. There we go. My, that Pokemon has come again too. Now, child, don't you go heading into the tall grass. That Pokemon might be too much for you. You'll catch cold standing around talking in this wind and rain. It's not much, but come stay in my home a spell. Okay, so now we're going to learn about Tornadus, Thundurus, well, Tornadus and Thundurus. And I think we learn about Landorus later. Even a young'un like yourself will catch a cold if you get soaked by that cold rain. Sit right down and have some soup, right, don't you? Yeah, sure, why not? That's nice. A young'un like you shouldn't be shy. Okay, cool, we got free soup. In the Unova region, you see, there's a Pokemon called Tornadus that causes windstorms. It flies around the region while letting loose wild winds and pounding rain. Have some soup now, dear. It'll warm you up. A soup jam-packed with healthy vegetables. It's delicious. The heavy rain is ruining the crops I've worked so hard to raise. What a troublesome Pokemon. I thought I would try to catch it, but it flies around so fast that even when I thought I'd found it, it just flew away. In one day, it can make a lap around the entire Unova region. In the mornings, it's in the south, and in the evening, it's in the north. It shows up around here in the evening. So, basically, honestly, I prefer that to just the way normal roaming legendaries are. And there it is. Oh, I know what that is. That is a Cheren. I'm good at identifying Pokemon by their cries. Whew, what a storm. Apparently it's that Pokemon's doing. Okay, so I can now go and attempt to find a Cheren somewhere. So, the way I approach roaming encounters in my playthroughs is basically, I will allow myself 3 encounters with them. Because, obviously, I'm probably not going to have anything with Nuzlocke. But, yeah, I'll allow myself 3 encounters with them if I don't have Nuzlocke. And if I don't get it, I don't get it. And if I do, I do. And, honestly, I'm not all that bothered. Cheren is not a Pokemon I'm super invested in. I mean, I wouldn't mind having one, but, you know, I wouldn't mind having one, but if I don't get one, I'm not going to be too bothered. Okay, Route 10. So I know that 1 or 2 of those is a static Pokemon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it and come back through the Doubles grass, because I know that later up this route there's Doubles grass, and therefore, well, I might be able to get something good from the Doubles grass. Hopefully I won't come to regret this decision, but we'll find out about that soon enough. Okay, so I also want to switch out. Okay, Raichu has Drizzle. Raichu has Drizzle, so you know what? I will stay in. Okay, that Raichu has Thunderbolt. That won't one-shot. Honestly, I saw the health bars start to go down and started to actually worry. Like, oh no, wait, that might one-shot. But now with that, Penta hits level 50. Also, I did update my level caps. My level cap is now 58. That is my cap for going in to the Elite Four. So basically, my level cap now is 58, 60 for Empoleon, because of the Ace rule. And pretty much that is just to get me through this route, through Victory Road, and all of the training up to the Elite Four. And hopefully we can get through without too much hassle, but honestly, anything could happen. I'm still trying to think of what the worst possible Pokemon for me to encounter is. I think it's probably like a Ghost Electric type. Fortunately for me, I know that I don't need to worry too much about Rotom. Not somewhere. Here it is. It is a Pokédoll, so if I ever need to just run from a fight, I can. Which could come in handy. Man, that guy has good vision. Credit to him. Credit to him. He has some solid vision there. So let's see what he has. An Executor. That's pretty bad for me, actually, because I have nothing that beats an Executor. Like, I can win a battle of attrition with one. Like, I know I can win a battle of attrition with one, but we could be here a little while. Okay, Leaf Storm. That's gonna do a fair chunk. Okay, you know what? That's more than a fair chunk. I think my best bet here might be if I just set up 3 Swords Dancers and try to sweep. Okay, this thing has Wood Hammer as well? Okay, hold on. Executor might be a menace. Like, this thing might actually be a menace of a Pokemon. Hold on. Okay, Wood Hammer, it'll take recoil damage. And it takes Rocky Helmet damage. I can set up Reflect. I'm safe. My other Pokemon are safe. Egg Bomb, okay. And they're adapting, because Egg Bomb doesn't make physical contact. Therefore, it doesn't proc the Rocky Helmet. Psyshock. Psyshock is one of those weird moves. It uses their special attack stat, but it hits into the physical defense, if I recall correctly. There's a couple of moves that... There's a couple of moves like that. They're kind of an interesting thing, but I don't think they ever introduced any more of them past Gen 5. I don't know, I guess they might have just been like kind of a failed experiment for Gen 5. Okay, there's Wood Hammer again. Fortunately for me, we should be okay, and I can just Metal Claw to victory. Okay, now, can I just see something safe? Can I just see something like a Golem? Can I see something super weak to this? Okay, that's pretty bad, actually. That's actually horrendous. That's awful. If I go a Golurk, it might not be able to hit me. Now then, now we got to play a fun little minigame called, does this Machamp have a means to hit a Golurk? He does not have a means to hit a Golurk. Which is good, but also I have nothing to really work with here. Here's the thing, I would have loved to have just gone out to Gardevoir and just blasted it into next week Psychic, but I don't think that's really on the table as an option. I need to Synthesis. I know I'll outspeed. I know I outspeed because I'm pretty sure basically everything outspeeds Luxray for some reason. Luxray is one of those Pokemon that is weirdly slow. Like, it's one of those Pokemon that I swear is faster than it is then whenever I use it in a playthrough, it's just like, oh, this thing is miserably slow for some reason. I don't know, maybe I just got really lucky with some of my, whatchamacallthems. Like, maybe some of my Pokemon just got really lucky with their speed IVs. But I don't know. Either way, I am going to run back and heal after this battle because I am having a really bad time right now. Like, I have been kind of just taking damage left, right, front, and center, and that crunch did a lot. I do think I took a defense drop. Also, Golurk just getting like 3 levels. Once learned Iron Defense. Well, it's a direct upgrade over Defense Curl, so why not? Okay, level 18, level 19. Yeah, Gulok just jumped 5 levels there. Okay, I know I outspeed, so I'll go for Synthesis. I know I outspeed, I go for Synthesis. Then hopefully I can set up Reflect. Okay, Cross Chop lands. Don't crit. Okay, well, that's a lot of damage. I might actually have to go to Gulok and just kind of speed through this. Because we've established that this Machamp cannot hit Gulok. We have established this. This Machamp cannot hit Gulok. However, if I do anything else, I'm going to be in a really bad position. So what I'm going to do is, in the interest of time, I will just speed up for the rest of this fight and just let Gulok take out this Machamp. So I will be back in, I don't know, however long it takes to take out this Machamp, because we're just going to be here for a little bit. So I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. So the Machamp finally goes down, and honestly, that was kinda scary. If I knew I was going to be fighting a Machamp, I would have probably leveled up Golurk. But also, at the same time, I'm very glad that I had Golurk with me, because if I didn't have Golurk with me just to fly, I probably would have had to sack something there. So, let's go back and heal, because we just took a lot of damage, and I know I have a fight with Cheren coming up. So, yeah, I definitely don't want to be going into a battle with Cheren on, less than full health. Okay, so, also, I don't want to... pixels. I don't even know if that'll be noticeable on screen, but hey, it was bugging me a little bit, because I'm seeing it up close. Basically, I just had to move Penta's name down a few pixels, because it was kind of like... I don't know, the top of the P was kind of just like blending in, and it was just bugging me a tiny, tiny amount. To be honest, the fact that I've had most of my Pokemon kind of going over out of the boxes has kind of annoyed me for most of this playthrough, but at this point I've kind of just gotten used to it. Also, I don't know why I haven't hopped back on the bike, but I've ran all the way here now, so you know what? Let's just keep going. And also try to dodge this lady if I can. Fantastic. Okay, rival fight time. Stop! Okay, Cheren. Hi Cheren. Hi Bianca. Cheren and Professor Juniper told me. You're heading for the Pokemon League, right? Yeah? Since it's Aldo, since it's the champion, I think it'll be alright. Worst case scenario, you'll be battling Team Plasma's boss, N. I need to know if you can handle it. Okay, so, what do you have, Cheren? Hopefully nothing too dangerous. Okay, so Cheren leads with a Walrein. Which ability does this have? Because I am a little concerned. You know what, I'm not going to take any chances. Yeah. Really? Come on, I got frozen. Basically, I'm not taking chances with this. I'm just going to set up and try to sweep. Pretty much. If you recall... Okay, 10 out of 10, we fought out, let's go. So if you recall, I have a Walrein in the PC, and I know that my one has pure power, which is why I'm, a little bit concerned about sending in Grover or Pandora on this. Because obviously, if I send in Grover against a pure power, a second freeze, I think I might lose. Like, straight up, I think I could lose. Right now, I think it's feasible that I lose. Or at least lose a Pokemon. Okay, we didn't get hit by a third freeze. Okay, Metal Claw does a lot. I need to hold... Okay, he goes for rest. Okay, he went for rest. No Chesto. No Chesto. Come on. No Chesto. No. Okay, no Chesto. We're safe. We are safe. Okay, so now we can just hit and take out this Walrein. I assume that must have been the pure power one, just because it was doing so much damage to Penta. Okay, so what are his other Pokemon? Houndoom. Houndoom, that's fine. Houndoom is kind of a glass cannon, so I can Aqua Jet and +6, it's stab. That should one-shot. Nice, comfortable, clean, easy takedown. What's up next? Sharp Go. I'm gonna Aqua Jet and see what happens. I'm gonna see what he goes for, because I should take less damage than whatever he does. Okay. Okay. He goes for Taunt, so I can't set up anymore, but that's fine. I'm already on +6. We lose the speed tie, so we get Aqua Jetted. We live on 15. Don't show me Aftermath. Do not show me Aftermath. Okay, Sharpedo does not have Aftermath. And his last Pokemon is a Watchog. I feel like I can probably one-shot this thing, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to switch out to Grover. I'm not taking that chance. I'm not going to risk letting Penta just die for nothing. Okay. Okay, Watchog. It's not that serious. Why did that Watchog just hit me so hard? Okay, we're gonna set up Reflect. I know that it's 5 levels over my Meganium, but that damage was kind of insane. I did not expect a Watchog of all Pokemon to just come out swinging like that. Okay, so it has Mean Look. This thing has shown Mean Look, Hyper Fang, some other normal move, Slam, that's what it was. I want to say Slash, but I knew it didn't learn that, and then I assume it must have also had, like, Crunch or something. Okay, Penta hits level 52, wants to learn Drill Peck. I will pass on Drill Peck, just because having Swords Dance is kind of helpful, and also priority and everything, and Stab is essential. Yep, you are something else, and I mean that sincerely. Right, now I have to make your Pokemon healthy. Thanks, Cheren. Right now, there's no way I can compete with you. If there's anything I can do to help in the battle with them, just say so. French, there's not much I can do to help you, but I want you to have these. Thanks, Bianca. They're useless to me, but thank you. Still, it's kind of funny. Everyone's so different. Funny? At a time like this? Come on, Cheren, could you just smile for once? Taking everything so seriously all the time isn't going to change anything. You know, since we've met our Pokemon and walked the same roads together, a lot's happened. We've all changed a lot. We all found out that the things we want to do and the things we can do are different for each of them, right? That's what's made our journey so worth it. But somehow, all this just makes me happy. That's what you mean. You're right that we're all different and we should do the things that we can do. There's as many truths and ideals as there are people in Pokemon. The most important things that we help one another out. That's why people in Pokemon are always by each other's side. That's what I've come to think lately. French, if anything happens to you or Alder, I'll do everything I can to help you. That's why I have to keep training and getting stronger. Just don't be reckless, okay? Okay, later, Cheren. He's gone. Me too. I'll do my best to help if I can. So, I wish I could say something, like, totally inspiring, you know? Okay, best foot forward. Okay, thanks, Bianca. Now then, let's go get my encounter for Route 10. Honestly, that Walrein kinda scared me. Okay, my encounter for Route 10 is... a Seadra! Okay. Potential Kingdra, that's not bad. Kingdra is... Actually, yeah, potential Kingdra is really good. Because in this game, Kingdra only has the one weakness, because Fairy type doesn't exist yet. And I need to be very careful about that. I nearly just threw a Master Ball at this thing on instinct. Okay. Really, Seadra? You couldn't just stay in the bowl for me? Like, it would have been great if you would have just stayed in the ball for me. Also, I do need to be a little bit aware of snow warning, because snow warning means it's constantly hailing, and therefore we're going to be taking residual damage each turn. Which on the plus side does make catching this gradually a little bit easier, but also at the same time I am a little bit concerned. But hey, we'll see what we can do, because the rest of this episode is probably just going to be me getting some encounters. Like, 10 out of 10, we have now caught a Siege Rare. So, add that to the pile of water types that I have. I have an awful lot of water types. I have a lot of water types, and I don't think I'm gonna need most of them. Okay, so Adamant, Snow Warning. If it had been Modest, that could have been amazing. Okay, what else could I have had out here? I could have had a Heracross. Heracross would have been amazing to get. Like, I would have loved to have gotten it. Oh no. Oh no, okay, yeah, we're switching. I'm getting out of here. We are not messing with that. I do not want to be messing with a Heracross. That's when it's like, when it has that. Why did I not just go out to Golurk? Golurk would have been so much better as the choice to go out to. But hey, we're safe. We're safe, we're secure. Let's heal, because honestly, I feel like this game is trying to scare me now. I don't know why, but I feel like the game is trying to scare me. Okay, this is a static Pokemon. We get a Golbat. Okay. So this would normally be an Amoonguss. So any further static Pokemon that would be Amoonguss, I will trade those in for tokens, and I'll just go around the region and catch something in certain areas. Because honestly, if you asked me, hey, where's all the good Pokemon? I could not tell you where all the good Pokemon were. Like, I remember the Mura of Isurus and Route 8 being really strong. I did a bit of training out by the Dragon Spiral Tower, like, on the outside area, and I know I can find Weavile there. But, I don't know. Also, I can probably afford to Metal Claw this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna say I can Metal Claw this thing. We are 12 levels over it, but also at the same time, we're probably okay. There's Metal Claw. It is resisted. Okay, yeah, that should be enough. So let's hopefully catch this Golbat without too much hassle. And then, hey, that is a potential Crobat, and Crobat is genuinely fantastic. Like, I can't really think of a time when I've ever had a Crobat on my team and thought, yeah, this wasn't great. Like, Crobat it's super fast, it hits pretty hard, and Crobat is one of those shockingly bulky Pokemon. Okay, Sniper Golbat. Honestly, with Sniper Golbat, I might just throw an Eviolite on that thing. I mean, I know I was just talking about how amazing Crobat is, but Sniper... Actually, I don't think Sniper increases your crit chance. I think it increases your crit damage, but not your crit chance. So you know what? Maybe I should just leave that as is. Oh. Well. I guess that's there. Okay, so let's catch this second Golbat. This way I'll be able to claim another token Pokemon. And I don't know where I'm going to use all these tokens, but hey, you know what? Might as well use them. Might as well get more Pokemon, because realistically, so a recurring thing in this entire game is I haven't been using more than like 3 or 4 Pokemon. Pretty much my team for this game has been Penta, Rover, and then just a rotating door of Pokemon that kind of stick around for a bit and then inevitably die. It's a sad state of affairs, but I've had these two. Okay, I guess I'm not getting that token encounter. Unfortunate. And I just walked into this guy. Okay. Okay. I just need to be careful. I need to be careful around trainers. Okay, okay, this guy has a Gengar. Fortunately for me, I should be okay here, because because it's raining, I have a 4-level advantage, I have Surf. This should probably one-shot, because, you know, Stab, Mystic Water boosted, Stab, Mystic Water boosted, in the rain, Gengar isn't all that defensively. Okay, 10 out of 10, we are safe from that trainer. Now then, what else do we have? A Charty Berry, okay, that's doing pretty much nothing for me. And a Pass Orb. What is a Pass Orb? Also, don't worry about the horrible Tornadus effect there. I can't see either. Like, when it does like the full-on Squall, I can't see either. As it turns out, maybe playing Pokemon White would have made this a lot easier, because Thundurus's one is so much easier to see through, I think. Okay. Will this guy fight me? He will indeed fight me, okay. Honestly, he was kind of like looking out into the distance, so he was looking out into the distance, so, oh, that's a Registeel. Like, he was looking out into the distance, so I was thinking, oh, cool, he won't fight me, he won't mean any harm to me. No. No. Wait, hold. I need to check this, and I don't know how, so I'm going to go out to Grover. I'm going to go out to Grover and set up Reflect for safety. He does have superpower. Okay, yeah, straight up, if I had left Penta in there, I think my Empoleon would have just died. But now, he's on -1, he's on -1 attack, -1 defense, -1 attack, +1 on defense. However, with Reflect Up, I think I can switch back in. I think with Reflect Up, I can switch I think I can switch Penta back in. Goes for Amnesia. Okay, I've now seen most of his moveset. I've seen Iron Defense, Amnesia, Superpower, which another one is about to hit me. Okay, he's setting up another Iron Defense. So he has Iron Defense, Amnesia, Superpower, Iron Head, maybe? You know what? I don't know what his 4th move is, I'm not gonna find out, and I'm more than okay with that. So let's just Aqua Jet. I don't care if he's +5 or whatever, that should kill. 10 out of 10, that goes for Registeel. We are safe for now. And a Nidoking as a 2nd Pokemon. I have a 6th level gap, I probably just... I get outsped?! And Empoleon lives. Honestly. This penguin, man. This penguin refuses to die. Like, don't mind... Like, look. I have backups. I have backup water types in case something bad happens to it. But this penguin refuses to die. And you know what? I'm pretty happy about that. Long may he reign. Okay, I can also dodge that guy. TM61, Secret Sword. Okay. Now, what else could I have found on this route? What can I find in the normal grass here? Oh. So, this is the Tornadus. So I will encounter it randomly around the region every now and then. I will allow myself 3 encounters with it. I might also Master Ball at some point, just because it could be cool to have a Heatran. Because, hey, if there's one thing I've been missing in this game, it is a Fire type. I've been missing a Fire type for a long time since I lost Typhlosion. I have had Empoleon just sat in the PC ready to go, but yeah, I haven't used it at all. But hey, I can now catch this Diglett. So this will be the 3rd Diglett that I've caught, and it'll be the 2nd one that I can trade for a token. Also, 10 out of 10, I would like to thank Diglett for just being a very easy Pokemon to catch. I would like to thank Diglett for just working with me. And we find some damp mulch, okay. And we get another potential encounter. Fantastic. Fantastic. Right, what do I want to do? I think what I'm going to do is I will catch this Diglett. I'll catch this Diglett. Then I'll end off today's episode here. Then the next episode, which will be Friday's episode, I'll be making my way through Victory Road. I'll be making my way through Victory Road in Friday's episode, and then I'll probably end that video. Like, that one might go a bit longer, that one might be like an hour or something, because one Victory Road can be quite long in black and white. And also, I have plenty of Pokemon I can just go and get in a kind of whistle-stop tour around the region. Because I have the Old Amber, that I can resurrect. I have... How many tokens do I have? I want to say I have like 4 or 5 at this point. Okay, let's see here. So I have this Diglett. So I have this Diglett and that Diglett. Let's move both of these over to here. So I have 4 tokens there. That Lipard was just here so I could use Cut earlier in the game. Yeah, so I have 3 Diglett tokens and a Pidgeotto token. Token to use. And then I also can drop these into the PC. And yeah, I'll put Golurk back in, because I'm probably not going to be using Golurk just yet, or at all, really. But yeah, so I have 4 tokens to get, so I'll go and do that. I have, I think it's like routes 18, 19, and the P2 lab. So I'll have those. And I also have the Old Amber to go and resurrect in Nakreen City. So, I'm going to save and end off today's episode here, and then on Castle Monster Coliseum will continue tomorrow, and then Friday's episode might be a bit longer as I make my way through Victory Road. There's also the badge check gate, where I think I'm going to count that as a separate encounter, because I'm pretty sure it has its own unique encounter table and everything, and I don't think it's listed as anywhere in particular. But hey, I'm going to go and I will allow myself an encounter from there, I think. So I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all tomorrow for more Capsule Monster Coliseum, or on Friday for more Pokemon. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.